This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network. This is TVM.
Okay. Hello, this is TVM's Business Updates. I am Mara Samuels. This is the news on the hour. Air travelers at the international airports are being put on notice regarding a mandatory cash declaration rule. The Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, the NFIU, is insisting that it is compulsory for all travelers to declare any cash sum exceeding $10,000 or its equivalent at the point of checking into their flights. The NFIU, in collaboration with the Nigeria Customs Service and the EFCC, says this enforcement is a key pillar in the nation's fight against money laundering and counter-terrorism financing. To assist travelers, the NFIU has installed currency declaration kiosks at international terminals. However, officials warn that compliance is not optional. Failure to declare the full amount above the regulatory threshold could result in the seizure of the funds, followed by a full investigation and prosecution under Nigeria's anti-money laundering laws. Authorities urge all passengers to be fully aware of these requirements before they arrive at the airport. A historic shift in Nigeria's economic landscape today as the country records its first month-on-month food price deflation in over 13 years. The latest figures from the National Bureau of Statistics reveal the month-on-month and inflation rates for September 2025, printed at negative 1.57%, the first negative reading since February 2012. This significant cooling in prices, which has seen staples like pepper and local rice moderate, is largely attributed to two main factors, one of which is a strong seasonal harvest boosting supply across major agricultural regions and a statistical rebasing of the inflation baskets. While this offers much needed temporary relief to consumers, experts caution that the overall inflation fight is far from over. Structural issues, including high transport costs and currency pressures, continues to pose risk to sustained price stability for now. However, this data marks a rare and positive milestone in the battle against the high cost of living. In a major development from Rivers State, the administration of Governor Siminalayi Fubara has revoked a massive contract initially valued at 134 billion naira. The contract, which involved the renovation, retrofitting, and furnishing of the State Secretariat complex, was awarded to the China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation by the previous 6-month emergency rule administration. The State Executive Council announced the decision, citing the hasty manner in which the contract was awarded and a lack of due process and transparency. Crucially, the government is not terminating the deal. It is demanding the immediate refund of the 20 billion naira mobilization fee that was already paid to the contractor. This move signals a strong focus on contract integrity and accountability in the states. We'll continue on this story when we have more. In a significant move to deepen financial ties across the continent, the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Bank of Angola have signed a Memorandum of Understanding for bilateral technical cooperation. CBN Governor Olayemi Cardoso and his Angolan counterparts, Manuel Thiago Diaz, formalized the agreement in Washington, D.C. on the sidelines of the IMF World Bank annual meetings. The MOU is designed to strengthen financial and institutional capacity between the two nations. It establishes a platform for the reciprocal sharing of technical assistance and collaboration in critical areas, including foreign reserves management, currency operations, economic research, and the cross-border supervision of financial institutions. Both central banks view the pact as a vital step toward greater regional stability and economic integration. Lawmakers have officially confirmed the appointment of Professor Joash Amupitan as the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Professor Amupitan, a distinguished legal scholar, secured the Senate's approval following a successful screening exercise. He now takes the helm of the nation's electoral body at a crucial juncture, tasked with upholding the integrity and impartiality of future elections. This confirmation marks the beginning of a new leadership era for INEC. Amupitan was confirmed at the plenary presided over by Senate President Godswill Akpabio. The upper chamber approved Amupitan's confirmation after hours of screening by several lawmakers, during which he responded to their questions following his confirmation. Amupitan, also a deputy vice chancellor of administration at the University of Jos, pledged to work with relevant agencies, including the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, to improve Nigeria's electoral process. TVC's business updates return shortly after the break. Please stay with us.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
Welcome back. Zenith Bank PLC is setting its sights on the West and Central African region. The bank has disclosed plans to expand its operations into Cote d'Ivoire, or Ivory Coast, as you may call them, and 8 other Francophone African countries. This strategic move follows the bank's successful 500 billion naira hybrid capital raise, which has positioned them for accelerated regional growth. Group Managing Director and CEO Adora Umelji confirmed the plans, noting that the bank is already processing the license for its Ivory Coast branch. Crucially, the Cote d'Ivoire license will grant Zenith Bank passporting rights into those 8 additional markets, aligning with their strategy to follow their customers into high-growth economies. And on financial reports, Royal Exchange PLC is starting the 4th quarter with impressive news. The insurance company has just announced a significant milestone for financial statements for the period ended September 30th, 2025, posting a pre-tax profit of 1.49 billion naira. This strong financial performance showcases impressive growth and operational resilience in the current market climate. This indicates a 90% increase from 781.16 million naira in the corresponding period of 2024, driven by a surge in earned income, which rose 86% to 1.86 billion naira, compared to 996.87 million naira in 2024. However, the company still recorded a negative operating cash flow of 740.9 million naira, though this represents an improvement from the 1.16 billion naira outflow in the previous period. This indicates that while profitability is improving, cash generation from core operations remains a challenge, a key area that will need continued management focus to sustain growth and liquidity stability. The multinational food corporation, Nestle, has just unveiled a sweeping plan that underscores the rising impact of automation on the global workforce. The Swiss multinational food company is set to eliminate a staggering 16,000 jobs worldwide over the next 2 years. This massive reduction, which represents nearly 6% of the company's entire global staff, is driven by a new cost reduction and automation program. Nestle's goal is to achieve greater operational efficiency by streamlining processes and expanding the use of advanced analytics and digital technology. The cuts will disproportionately affect white-collar professionals. An estimated 12,000 corporate and administrative roles are expected to be eliminated, with another 4,000 coming from manufacturing and supply chain positions. CEO Philippe Navratil stated the world is changing and Nestle needs to change faster. This will include making hard but necessary decisions to reduce headcounts. Investors, however, cheered the move, with Nestle's stock trading more than 7% higher after the announcement. It's a clear sign of how Wall Street is rewarding corporations that prioritize automation and efficiency in the modern era. The strike by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, is intensifying the conflict between the federal government and the nation's labor unions. In response to ASU's 2-week warning strike, the federal government has invoked the controversial no work, no pay policy, threatening to withhold lecturers' salaries. However, this directive is facing strong resistance from the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC. NLC President Joe Ajero has strongly condemned the move, insisting on the union's counter slogan, no pay, no work. Ajero attributes the industrial unrest to the government's failure to honor long-standing agreements since 2009. He argues that it is both unjust and illogical activity from workers who have not been paid their entitlements. The NLC has announced that all education sector unions are now scheduled to meet early next week to plan a joint response to the government's stance. And lastly, with a major call for action from the federal government aimed at stabilizing the naira, the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Dele Alake, is urging the Federal Executive Council to order the immediate closure of all Nigerian schools that charged tuition fees in foreign currencies. Speaking at the Nigeria Gold Day celebration, the minister strongly criticized the practice, labeling it one of the major leakages and loopholes currently undermining the nation's economy. Dr. Alake argued that forcing parents to seek dollars or pounds local school fees directly drives up the value of foreign exchange and weakens the naira. He says he will formally propose this shutdown to the federal government, stressing that such a practice contradicts global financial norms and must be stopped to protect the Nigerian currency. And that's all from TVM's business updates. I am Mara Samuels. You can watch us live on the go on TVM's app, accessible on Android Play Store and Apple Store. Follow us and interact with our social media pages. Like, subscribe, and share. And remember, your environment is a part of you. Do keep it clean.
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.